Hey everybody, Blaine Austin here, Sewing Machines Plus. Welcome to our live show today. Hey, we've got a great show lined up for you. We're going to talk about quilting. So if you're not a quilter, now's the time to turn off the TV and go away. Just kidding. We want you to stick around. Hey, we want to show you some cool stuff today. Hope everybody is doing great out there. Chime in and let us know how you're doing. Hey, and again, I think if you've been here a while, you know kind of how the routine works. We like you to actually go give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube or Facebook like this. You'll be automatically entered to win some prizes, and share it. You know, it automatically gets you in, and then just make comments or ask questions. And because we got a lot of great stuff to give away, and you're probably kind of noticing that we have a little sewing machine right over here today. We're actually, our grand prize today is going to be an Encore 260A sewing machine. This is a great sewing machine. If you've been on our shows before, you've seen we've done some reviews on this. This is an exclusive brand just for us, and we love this machine. So we did it, you know, compared it head to head against some high-end machines, and the stitch quality is unbelievable. So we're going to give one of those away today with some other stuff. We got some good goodies for you today. So anyway, if you are just, you know, chime in, let us know where you're at. You know, say hi and let us know where you're living, and we want everybody to chime in today. And so if y'all joined our show last week, as you know, hey Rebecca, and there's Gloria. Thank y'all for tuning in today, and I'm glad you're here. If everybody was on our show last Thursday, they probably, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago, I was in North Carolina, and we went, me and my wife, I took her over there for her birthday. We went and kind of made a business trip and a pleasure trip. We stayed out on Lake Lure, which is where people may know they filmed some of the Dirty Dancing movie. And then we went and toured the Biltmore Estates in Asheville, North Carolina, which is just incredible. So we did all that, but we did our live show from there. And we had it set up, you know, David and Kyle were back here in the studio in California, and we were in North Carolina. And we had it all worked out. We were going to use my cell phone, and the place we were staying had a really good Wi-Fi connection and really good lighting. And lo and behold, the hurricane that went up through Florida and Louisiana kind of went up through North Carolina, and we got the remnants of that and all the wind, and it blew down a bunch of trees, and we lost electricity. So we were without electricity for 2 days, and it happened the morning of our show. And so we just had to kind of improvise, and we had I happened to have a hotspot with me that we were able to get internet, and I had a little portable light so we could have some lighting, and it was just crazy. But I think if y'all tuned in, we had a little bit of audio problems and a few things that happened, but hey, we got through the show, and we had Jane Manzour on there with us, and she kind of helped cover me a couple times when I went off air. So, but anyway, thank y'all for having patience and sticking out with us on there. And But today, we're here in the studio in California. We are super excited. You know, I think y'all were on our show about, I think it was 4 weeks ago, wasn't it, David? When we did the 4 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago, we launched our new Ready to Sew kits. And so I think y'all saw some of that. And I was talking about, you know, we've really put a lot of work into these and how easy, you know, they are to do. And we had a bunch of people chime in and start saying, well, we challenge me, you know, I want to challenge you to make one. And so I got a lot of even my own crew was challenging me. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. So anyway, I got the challenge. I said, you know what? I'm a player. I'm a team player. I'm gonna try to handle the challenge. So I actually made a quilt, or the table runner, I should say. And I did it, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And we're going to go head to head, my table runner against a professional's quilter's table runner, actually on an award-winning quilter's table runner. And Kyle this morning is actually in with Lynn Schwank. And Lynn Schwank she works for us. She's in our San Marcos store, and Lynn and Kyle both have been instrumental in helping me with this whole project of making these ready to sew kits. And Lynn is a professional quilter herself, and so Lynn and Kyle are this morning. They're going to go in there. They don't know which quilt is which, so we've hung the quilts up. They're going to be in. They're going to go in this morning in the San Marcos store. They're going to look at the quilts, and they're going to kind of give him, critique them a little bit. They're going to give their opinion, and they're basically going to say which one they like. And we're going to have them in for y'all at home looking. The one on your left will be A, and the one on your right is going to be B quilt or table runner. And I think David's going to put some little superimpose some letters over it so to kind of help you at home, and that you'll get a chance. And then Kyle's going to zoom in, and we're going to let y'all look. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have a little contest with y'all this morning, and we're going to give a prize away to whoever gets what I'm going to ask you right. But we're not going to get there yet. We're going to talk a little bit about it first. But I am super pumped this morning because we launched. How many was 4 weeks ago, David? It was 4, right? We launched 4 quilts, the ready to sew quilt kits 4 weeks ago. And I think a lot of y'all probably were tuned in and saw it. 2 of them, one of them was kind of like a quilt, kind of a queen size quilt. And then 3 of them were table runners. And so one of those table runners is the one I chose to do. And it was like a Christmassy theme. And so that's the one we're going to look at this morning. And but anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about it. But let's just go. I want to go right to the stores this morning, David, and let's go to talk to Lynn and Kyle. Hey guys, how are you? So they're Lynn and Kyle are over at the San Marcos store this morning, and we're going to show some of the quilts. And I know, Lynn, that you basically have sewn a lot of these quilts for us, sample them, because you've been really working with me a lot. So one of the things I wanted to ask y'all this morning, have y'all had a chance to look at the 2 table runners?
A little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
very nice.
So both of them are nice?
Yeah. Both of them are nice.
All right, so I'd like to, if we could, Kyle, give me one you think that you like the most.
Well, coming from someone that is not a quilter, I know one of these is yours, and I'm trying to pick out which one is yours by looking at the stitching, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. So I can't personally tell which one is yours, which is a good thing, I guess, right? So, but it's really hard to tell. I mean, this one it looks like they use different color, though, of thread for the stipple, right? This one's
kind of a white.
Black over here, maybe. If you see it, is it still white one on there?
It's still, they
Yeah.
used a red.
Oh, okay, a red one, yeah.
There was a red there. And on this one, there are some fancy stitches and then stipple on the outside.
Yeah.
But this one is all stipple. Very nice though. Very nicely done, even. Very good.
So
Hard to tell.
So Lynn, I got a question for you. I know Kyle is not, he doesn't know what to look for. And I most certainly really don't know what to look for because I'm not a quilter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, but when you're looking at quilts like that, what are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to see that they're flat, which they both are, and that the stitches there's not threads hanging all over, and stitches are even, stitches are the same size. You don't have any real long stitches and then short stitches and all that. So it was done, both of them were done very nicely.
Okay. So Kyle, before y'all give me which one you like the most, Kyle, could you go to the camera and zoom in on both of them?
Yeah.
And so to give everybody a close look. So let the first one, let's zoom into A, which is going to be on the left. And give everybody at home a really good shot of the fabric and the quilting. Oh, great shot. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see there how the person changed up the stitching and did some fancy stuff. And then the rest is stippled very nicely.
And then can we see the back of it?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the back of it.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So now let's go over there and look at, and we'll also kind of zoom into the binding on the edge too. Let's look at this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then if you could pan up and off, go toward the top. And let's look at, zoom in, and let's go to the top and look at it. Okay. And then if we could show the back of that one,
Mhm.
Lynn. So there's the back of that one.
Oh, it's a different fabric.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep,
All right, let's
very
turn
nice.
it around and give us a show of both of them. All right, so everybody at home, there's our two runners. And so what we're going to do before I get Lynn and Kyle's choice, I also want to give y'all a chance to win something. So what we want everybody to do when I tell you go, I want you to, one on the left is A, one on the right is B. And I did one of them. I want y'all to guess, or actually just, you can either pick the one you like the most or guess which one I did. And we're going to give somebody a prize, whoever gets the first guess in, so you can vote now. They're voting which one you like the best, A or B.
And B.
Yes, which one do you like the best?
I think I'm going with B.
Okay. All right, Lynn, Lynn's the professional quilter, so this is going to be the huge challenge.
My choice doesn't matter as much as Lynn's.
No, but I'll tell you why. When you look at the back and you look at the front, I'm going to go with B also, because on A, although it's very nice, if they've used a different color of thread, and no, on the back,
Oh.
and so the back should always be one color.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, to me,
Gotcha.
so I'm going to go with B.
B for my choice.
Mute. So who's our first choice up there? Oh, a bunch of people are chiming in, guys. All right, so I hope everybody at home got a chance to see those. I mean, they're actually a lot better. Both of them were to me looking at them in person. And what's so funny when I looked at them this morning, I mean, I actually recognized mine. I did, which one I did. But if you look at them, they both look identical, but the details is what I noticed difference. And so, Lynn, I know you don't know which ones I did, and I know Kyle, you don't know which one I did, but y'all said y'all like me the best. All right, so everybody at home has already picked. So, does everybody want me to reveal which one I actually did?
Yes.
Yes.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I actually did B.
Did you?
Really?
He is my table runner.
Good job.
So I feel pretty happy this morning. Lynn picked my quilt or my table runner. That's pretty awesome.
That's
So what y'all
good.
think about that?
I think
think
it's great.
First timer.
See, anybody can do it.
Well, undoubtedly you can. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
How long did it
They're
take
that
you, Blane?
easy.
What's that?
How long did it take you to do this?
Well, I think it was just, I had a goal of doing it in 4 hours because I think Deb Donovan told me that most quilters can do it about, probably 3 hour mark. And I think our professional quilter that did the sample that you see beside it, it took her 3 hours to do it. And so mine was right at 4 hours. It was,
So how do we know you really did it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all think I did it? All right. You know what? I'm glad you asked because guess what, Lynn? We videoed me making my quilt.
Awesome.
Would y'all everybody like to see the video of me actually doing the quilt?
Yes.
For time constraint, now granted, I'll tell y'all the actual time it took me. I got it ready to bind in 2.5 hours. However, it took me a little while to bind it. Or I'm sorry, I got it ready to quilt in 2.5 hours. The Pro Stitcher, I used the Pro Stitcher on it with a computer program and on the Handy Quilter long arm and did all the quilting. So that really speeded my process up. But the binding actually did take me a little time. So I'm actually officially, I was done pressing it and ready in 4 hours and 22 minutes. However, I was done with it right at 4 hours. Just a little before 4 hours, I was actually done with the binding. So I get my goal of 4 hours. However, we do have a video, and we had to kind of cut it and edit it and speed it up so y'all could see me in the process, because I know you don't want to sit and watch a 4-hour video. So if everybody's ready to see this, everybody ready to see my video of me doing this, let's watch the process. David, you'll cue up the video.
Let's see here.
All right, here we go.
Does that look like Blaine, or is that edited in? Is that? Oh yeah, that's probably him.
I think so.
There he goes.
Speed sewer.
Really fast.
Awesome.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right, guys.
Great job.
Proof.
Great
There's
job.
proof. So I gotta tell everybody, kind of how I did this. So what I did is I went to the retail store at one day at 4 o'clock, and they close at 6, and I tried to do, I thought I might get it all done in one day. What didn't happen. So I did I was over there for a couple hours. I did the first part of it, and then the next day I went back, again that late afternoon, and put it on the Pro Stitcher, did all that, then did the binding. So. I kind of split the days up because I just didn't have time to spend, 4 hours in the store or away from the office all in one day. So I split it up. But hey, I'm telling y'all guys, I was kind of proud of myself a little bit because, there was some things that I would have probably done differently. And I'm going to tell you, since Lynn and Kyle, both of y'all been involved in this process of making these quilt kits.
Yeah.
We do have a numbering system, and in the instructions, it basically tells you to go take all your pieces out, number them, and then you know what numbers to put together and which way to flip it and all that.
Right.
I didn't do that because I was trying to save time. And, because I didn't have a lot of time. I was trying to hit my goal of making this in 4 hours. I would highly recommend to follow it to the T, because if I had done that, because I actually did make one mistake that we didn't show in there. We probably have that for a blooper reel. What it was, it's not on the quilt. I fixed it. But when I was sewing the pieces together, I actually inverted one of the pieces that I sewed together.
Yeah.
And so after I sewed it, I saw what I'd done. I had to get a seam ripper and rip it and do over. If I had numbered, I would have put the one upside down and I'd been fine. And so that was the thing that I just say, if we'd have, if I'd followed the instructions, I would have made that mistake. So, all right, Lynn. So I want to talk to you a little bit about. I hope everybody enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. I had an iron there by me and an ironing board, and I would iron my pieces down and get them laying flat and straight, and I'd sew them. And we didn't show any ironing, but I was kind of jumping in between, going crazy with this stuff. And we try to cut it down to kind of give you an overview of what I was doing. So anyway, we're going to probably put that up. If any of y'all had any problems hearing the video or anything, or you want to watch it again, David, you're going to put that up on our YouTube page, and it'll be as well, or you can go back and watch it. But I think some people had trouble hearing it. So if we can just put it up on YouTube, on our YouTube page, David will put the video up just by itself. So if y'all want to go back and watch it and actually hear what I'm saying, I think people had a little problems hearing it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this, and Kyle, you too. I know this has been a process. So Kyle and I, we started talking about this process well over a year ago, and probably wasn't it about a year ago, Kyle, that we started doing this? And how this came about is basically customers. We had customers, I was talking to some of our customers and got a conversation at one of our events, and they were just talking. Actually, they were complaining about the different kits on the market, that there were just not any good kits that they felt like that they liked. That would, it made it hard. They'd have to do all this cutting. They'd get this kit in and be so excited, and they would spend 2 days cutting the fabric out. And so, that got me thinking, like, if we could take that element away, and the other part of it, picking the colors out. Now, I know, Lynn, that's one of your fortes. You're really good at picking colors. You're great at picking quality fabrics.
Yes,
but a lot of people, and if I had to rely on me doing that quilt to pick with my own colors and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do it. So that kit, having it ready for me to do, just is a game changer to me. So can you talk a little bit about that process you go through of picking the right color, picking the quality fabrics that go into these kits?
Well, I go to each different fabric vendor, and I look at the lines that they have and compare it to the patterns that I have available to me, and decide what should be what. Like the Christmas one that you did, it actually went through a couple of gyrations before I came up with the picture or with the fabrics that I used in it. It was a very different one when it started, but by virtue of availability or just how it looked, I had to change it up. But that's all it is playing with color and trying different things on the design. I had to learn EQ8, Electric Quilt 8, and learn how to download all the fabrics and be able to put them in there and see it ahead of time. And that's been a lot of fun. And working in conjunction with Sue, she's been very helpful from Quilter's Paradise. And we're just having fun. It's that we always pick the best fabrics so that you don't have problems with streaks and fading and pulls and whatnot. So
we're doing all the tedious stuff, getting the kit all cut up for you, ready, so you can just open it up and start sewing and make something like this.
Well, guys, I know that, this has been a long process. It really has. And a lot of people don't know what goes in behind the scenes of this. But I know, Lynn, basically 6 months ago, I've really kind of taken you and you've really been instrumental in getting this thing propelled, because we actually missed our original launch date because of the pandemic. It put us way behind, and, we couldn't get supplies and things. And so that's why I brought you in, because we needed that expertise and to get us propelled. So what I'm so happy about today is we're actually going to launch some new ones. We actually launched 4 of the kits last or 4 weeks ago. We have new ones to launch today, and I'm super excited about it. And so the first one I want to show is we have a new table runner. It's called Trees. And I'm going to show this to everybody if you can see this at home. This is another table runner. And if y'all can see that, it's really cool. And Lynn actually made this one. And we have a couple different sew methods, is what they call sew methods. And a lot of them are just called, like the strips and blocks and different things. This one is actually a slit method. And because it's curved. And a lot of people get real scared with curves. And Lynn, I want to talk a little bit about curves with you, because you shared with me that we first started doing it. I hate curves. So I want to tell everybody what we've done with this quilt to make the curves easy is we put slits in it. And so it's already pre-cut, but all the pieces are cut, the slits are in there. And I want you to tell everybody what the importance of having the slit in the fabric is.
Right. Well, not only does it give you the give so that the fabric will bend, because you're going with one curve this way and another curve the other way, and you have to make them go together and lay flat. Well, when you put the slits in there, and the machine does that. It's automatic. When she's cutting the pieces for the quilt, the machine automatically cuts the slits. So it's all done. It's very nice. But it just makes it easy. I've avoided it. And when you put those pieces together and you stretch it a little bit and sew and stretch and sew and stretch and sew, you match up the little slits and everything just works. It was wonderful.
That's funny that you said that, because that's exactly, if everybody can see some of the curves in this. So when this in the kit, you see this curve spot right here. Mm-hmm. Y'all can see that. I'm sorry, I'm not being able to hold it very well. Mm-hmm. But as you can see, the curve spots in this quilt, you can see those. Those have slits in them, so when they're laying that down, it makes it where you can lay it really flat, and then you'll be able to sew it on together. So that's really, really important, and that's done for you in this table runner. This table runner, you get everything you see here. You get, except for whatever you want to use on the back. And we actually, on some of them, we have drop-down box that you can we'll even provide the backing for you. But what we're doing is let you go and pick your own backing. So if somebody wanted to have a green backing to kind of match the front, they could. But we're giving the kits, and I actually want to show everybody a kit real quick, just so they can see kind of what we're talking about. So this is the kit that I did, and you get your instruction manual, and it basically tells you, how everything you need to do on the inside, and then on the back, it shows you kind of almost like a exploded diagram, and it has the number system on it. And that is super, super important because here's the numbering system. It just comes with some stickers, and once you get your pieces all laid out, you just go and number everything. And what it does, it really makes it to where you're not going to make mistakes. And that was one of the things that I did that I made a mistake on, was I didn't number them because I was trying to save time, and and I made a mistake. If I'd had them numbered, I would have never made any mistakes on it at all. Mm-hmm. This is how it comes packaged, as y'all can see. It just comes all packaged. Everything's in there. Everything is pre-cut. So that's what makes it nice. And when I first started wanting to do this, one of the examples one of the quilters gave me, she told me, she said, look, I bought a kit from another company, and I got it all in, and it was a quilt that had stars in it, and that's why I sometimes I tell everybody about the stars, because that just it really struck home to me what she was saying. It had stars, and this quilt required she had 6-inch stars, and so she got all these stars. The whole quilt was like a stars and stripes theme, and she had, I forgot how many stars on it, but it was a ton of stars. And she got 7-inch square pieces of fabric, and she had to sit there and cut out with a ruler every one of those points. And so it just took her forever. And so, I mean, she spent a ton of time cutting all the pieces before she even got to start sewing. The great thing about our kits, guys, when you get this, it is cut. You can start sewing immediately. And, there is some cutting, just like I did in mine. Once I did all those long strips, I sewed them together. I actually had to cut them in 8.5-inch squares apart to get the table runner made the right way. But it was so simple. I just had a cutting board with a rotary cutter. And I mean, it took me no time to do all the cutting. So, but I started sewing immediately. And that's what I loved about this. It made it easy for me. And guys, I'm telling you right now, if I can do this, anybody can do it. And y'all see my table runner right there on the screen. That's what it ends up turning out. And this is a Christmas theme. Everybody loves that thing that we've shown it. And again, these things are perfect gifts for somebody, a sewer that for Christmas. And so if you yourself, if y'all been thinking about trying to get into quilting and make it, you can do every bit of this on your domestic machine. You don't have to have a quilting machine. And that's the great thing about it. Every bit of it, and I was very fortunate here in the store when I came to the San Marcos store and did it. We had a Pro Stitcher, handy quilter, long arm on display with a Pro Stitcher on it, and I was able to put it on there and do the robotics. But you could have done this on a domestic machine and do it the same way. You could have done the stippling, you could have done any design you want to do on it. So that's the great thing about it. And as y'all can see, just like my quilt, I'm very proud of what I did because it came out, and Lynn, picked mine, said it looked really good. I was working hard trying to make it look good. And, from the picking the backing and everything to make the whole package look great. And that just shows you that it's very unique. Even though a professional quilter did the other one, it was different, wasn't it, Lynn? It was she did a different type of quilting on it. And so that just shows you your creativity is up to you, and you can make it anything you want to do. So anyway, we've got those guys, and this is the kit right here of the runner they have behind them. Y'all can see that. And then what I wanted to do, so we talked about the tree. This is one of the new ones, and this thing, it has the slitting sew method on it. And anyway, this thing is ready. I think it's ready to go now, guys. Is this right, Lynn?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is it ready to order, right?
Yep. It's on the website for pre-order, but we should be
pre-order. Okay. So they're still putting the kits together. So this is the pre-order. So everyone, this is one of the new ones, and get a good look at that. This thing, I wish we could get a close-up of this, but this thing is it's really, really nice. Nicely done. And Lynn, you did this, correct?
No, I didn't do that one. Sue did.
Sue did this one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The quilting on it is just fantastic. I mean, really nice job on the quilting part of it. And y'all can probably see the inside. You can probably see some of the quilting on the inside. But it just go to full screen. There we go. Super nice job of quilting on that. So that's just some of the things that you can do. You can do any type of quilting you want on it to make it unique. All right, so let's go to the next one. And I want everybody can see the one behind me. That's called Dynomite. And
really
so
like that one.
It's kind of cool. If y'all can see on the edges, it's got like all kinds of dinosaurs and everything on it. And, that looks extremely complicated to look at it. If I first look at it, I go, oh my gosh, this is going to be a complicated quilt to do. But it's called Dynomite. It's a 49-inch by 63-inch quilt. And it's just strip piecing. So this one is $69.99. And Lynn, can you tell us a little bit? I know this looks very intimidating to look at it, but kind of shed some light on the kit and what was all involved.
Right. Well, with that one, the hardest part will be the stars that are in each square, because those are pieced together, and there's a number of little pieces that you have to do. But yeah, and it's just a fun one.
And that's only $69.99.
Yes.
That's an awesome price
Mm-hmm.
for that thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, the next thing about it, if I had to cut every one of those out by hand,
Take an entire
yeah.
day.
so I
And
can
then
have a
you
very
do pieces and-
complicated looking quilt and it's already cut. All
Yeah.
I need to do is sew. That's the great thing about that. That is what's so cool. And so
everyone else knows too. If anyone was looking at this one again with Christmas coming up, we're almost out of this one. We stocked this one heavily, and it's almost gone. So I would say after this show, we're probably running out of this guy. So
Really?
We do have to order soon.
yeah, I thought that was so pretty when we first saw it. I thought, you know, what a great thing. And I guess that's the reason I chose that one to do the challenge with, just because it was Christmassy and it looked really cool. You know what's so funny about it? My sister Kippy was actually watching the show, and when we did it 4 weeks ago, and she bought one, and
Oh, cool.
she texts me up. She goes, "Brother, I got a challenge too." She was going to challenge me. I don't know if she got hers finished or not, and I hope she did. I want her to send some pictures, and I want to see what she did. But she was going to challenge me, go head to head with me on hers. But she's extremely talented as far as sewing and all that kind of stuff. So I know I can't hold a candle probably to her, but I'm pretty happy that Lynn picked mine, because that makes me feel damn good. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm pretty stoked about that, Lynn, because, that was, I didn't really know, to be honest. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And it just really turned out well. I'm really happy. So extremely happy about it. All right. So y'all saw the Dynomite, and Lynn talked a little bit about how complicated it looks, but it's actually really, really easy. All the pieces are just cut for you. And again, I can't stress to you enough, when you do these kits, follow the directions and use the numbering system for the pieces, because, and that was a thing Deb says, hey, it takes 30 minutes or so, or whatever, to lay all your pieces out and number them. And I was thinking in my head, I don't have 30 minutes to spare, because I knew it was going to take me longer than a normal person that does quilting to probably get this done. So I basically wanted to, kind of get ahead of the game a little bit. So I didn't number it. I wish I would have now. But anyway, I got it done. All right. So we just talked about the Dynomite, and that was $69.99, guys. It is on the website right now for pre-order. If you're interested in that, what a great gift to give somebody. And that thing is, y'all can see it behind me. It is an awesome looking quilt. It just looks great. All right. So our next one, and I think this one y'all have in the studio over there, or at the store. I'm sorry, y'all have it at the store with you, Kyle and Lynn. This one is called the Rainbow Rock Candy, and I think y'all did that quilt, and you have it over there. And that thing is really cool looking as well. There it is, and y'all can see the overlay. You can see this. Now this thing is $119, and it is a 75 by 95 inch quilt. So this is a pretty good size quilt, isn't it, Lynn?
Yeah. Twin size.
And look at that detail. So talk a little bit about this one, Lynn, about what it takes, to do this, and how easy it was to put this together.
This one is all strips. You're sewing strips together and then cutting apart and sewing back together. It is done with a variegated, gradation fabric. So it means that it starts at one color and goes into another color, and it's cut specially so that you get that effect as you go through the different things. You go from light to dark on each different one. And when you get the pattern, it will show you different ways that you can put it together. So you can change the shape of the pieces, by the way that you turn them. You can get a whole different design if you desired. But fun stuff.
Just so I know you can't see at home, but this quilt is touching the floor. So it's taller than me, and I'm 6'4". So
Yeah, I mean, it's a 75 inch by 93 inch. So, I mean, it's almost 8 feet long and, you know, and it's just over 6 feet wide. So, hey, Kyle, could you go back to the camera and really zoom in on that so everybody could see some of the detail work on that and just kind of maybe pan a little bit? I saw this and I was just really blown away by how nice that thing looks. And this is done by hand. This was not, I mean, it was a machine done, but it wasn't done any robotics or anything. This is strictly free motion. And so it looks great. And that just shows you if you have any talent at all with quilting, what you can do. But the great thing about it, I think, Lynn, you're the one that told me this, is that, you know, you can hide a lot of mistakes when you're quilting. And not to be scared, not to be intimidated, because you know what? You can do anything you want to do, just whatever you want to make it, you can do. And it's going to make it look good.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a beautiful quilt. And it's a large quilt too. So this thing, the total yardage was almost 9 yards. Is that correct? I think, Lynn?
Yes.
And then the other thing, this is Northcott. Isn't that right? Northcott?
Northcott gradations.
Is it Northcott?
Yes.
Northcott, yeah. Northcott fabric. And so some really good fabric, you know, really high quality fabric on it. And I just think it's beautiful. And again, you know, some of these guys, we want to let you know that some of them we have drop downs on, you can actually provide the backing that you want for it. And you're going to have to provide your own
batting.
But the backing, some of them we actually provide the backing for you. But the backing, you can go out and choose anything you want to do. You know, you can make your top first and then take it to the quilt store or your local retail store that sells fabric and actually match something up and pick it out and do it yourself if you want to. But we do give you that choice on some of them. And I think, Lynn, are we still planning on trying to have backing for every single one that we sell, that we have that option?
Forward, yes.
Yes. So we will try to do that. And I agree, Carol. I think Northcott is such a great fabric. All right, so let's talk about our next little fabric one. Now this also is just a beautiful quilt. The next one is called the Garden State Mind and Blue, and it's a 58 by 72 inch. So that's going to be almost 5 feet wide by 6 feet long. This one's a Hoffman fabric that we're using, and a great looking kit. We have this kit ready to go. And it's almost 6 yards of fabric that's going to be in this one. And David, do we have a price on that one yet? I wanted to show everybody that. If we could throw up that overlay. It's $89.99, guys. And there it is. David's showing it to you. And I think Lynn is going to have it live. We can actually see the live view. There it is. Lynn's got it right there. And now, Lynn, have we done any quilting on this yet, or is it just the sewn together top?
This one is just the top. We just got it back yesterday afternoon from the gal who made it. And,
so y'all can see this is after they've just got all it pieced together. They haven't even quilted it yet, so you can see what it looks like. So once you put that on and start quilting it, it's going to be a beautiful piece. And then again, you can make it unique by the thread color you choose.
This one is part of the Hoffman Challenge fabric, along with some of the 1895 solids.
And again, it's the method on this is just strip piecing. It's all strips. Great price. And this is right now, we have it on our website. It's you can do pre-orders for it. It's $89.99. And again, this is going to be, you can make a very nice quilt for someone or yourself and get into it extremely inexpensive. And Lynn, what would you estimate if somebody was wanting to do this time-wise? How long do you think it would take them to do? A beginner.
Depends on how much time they spend. Maybe a couple of days. You know,
the piecing is going to take the time, and then I know quilting quilting this large, it takes a little bit longer, but I mean, they could have so much fun with this thing. I mean, just think, you can invite your girlfriends over and y'all have you a little quilting party. And everybody work on it together, or, you know, everybody buy a kit and do it all at the same time. I mean, it would be a fun thing to do. But anyway, we've got it up there, guys. It's $89.99. They're ready to order right now. And I can't wait to see this one done. I think that it's going to be very, very pretty. And Lynn, are you going to finish this one?
Yes.
So Lynn's going to finish this and quilt it and put a backing on it. And then we'll have that on a future show. We'll show everybody what it ends up looking like. I can't wait to see it. That blue is really pops off the page.
Yeah. I think it's very pretty.
And
all right, so our next one I'm going to talk about, and David can probably pull up the overlay on it. This is called the Peach Garden State of Mind. Again, it's a 58 by 72. It's the same size as the one we just saw. This one is the Hoffman fabric as well. And it is a strip piece method again. So it's very, very nicely done. And David, you have the overlay on this one. And we'll show you this one. This one's a really nice quilt, very bright quilt as well. And then Lynn will start pulling up the one. So this one is $99.99. Again, it's almost it's over 8 yards of fabric total. And there's the one. And this one's finished. Is this right? This one's the one we have finished.
This one's all quilted and bound.
Yeah, so it's bound and everything. So Kyle, if you could get in some detail work on that, so everybody can just see what the difference of the quilting makes when they quilt on it. Look at that. That is just awesome looking. So if you're wanting to do a quilt, I mean, there's nothing to stop you from trying this. And I mean, really, guys, I'm telling y'all from experience, if I can do this, anybody can do it. And again, you know, the quilting part, you know, if you're a professional quilter or you've been quilting for a long time, you can do exactly what you're seeing there and make it look great. If you're a beginner, hey, you can't make mistakes. Lynn says just get on there and just draw. Just, you know, when you're quilting, just make some designs, make some patterns, and it's going to turn out really nice.
Correct. This is also part of the Hoffman Challenge fabric, just a different colorway.
Okay. And so Lynn, did you quilted this one?
Yes.
So how do you know how long it actually took you to do the quilting part on it?
Maybe an hour and a half.
Okay. And then did you piece it or somebody else pieced it?
No, Pat pieced it.
Pat pieced it. Okay. So Pat is also, she's a professional quilter that helps us out and helps us do some samples and things. And we want to thank Pat too. She's done a lot to help us with some of these, you know, doing some sewing for us. But, you know, so Pat actually pieced all this together, and then Lynn, you know, finished the quilt and did it. And I mean, it just turned out great. So again, guys, this is a big quilt. This is 6 feet long and it's almost 60 inches wide. It's 58 inches wide. So it's just shy of 5 feet. So it's a very pretty large quilt. And Lynn, what are some applications you could use this? You could lay it on your bed. You could do a wall hanging. You could do a lot of things with it, couldn't you?
Yeah, lay it over a chair or a couch, or just, you know, like a lap quilt for watching TV or anything.
Okay. And again, guys, we have one line for pre-order, $99. And we are talking about having these ready to deliver by Black Friday. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe November 30th-ish, they'll be shipping out. So
30th, that's actually Cyber Monday. We're going to be shipping these out. So right at the end of the month, guys, these are going to be shipping out. So, you know, get your pre-orders in. I know I think we're only have about 50. Is that right, Kyle? For the first run, we're going to have 50 kits of each one.
Yeah, with a lot of these, we only made 50 to begin with. And based off how well the first 4 that we launched a couple weeks ago went, we'll probably be out in a couple weeks. So if you are looking to get one, we do have to order it quick.
Yeah, I knew they sold extremely well. So yeah, again, if y'all are getting the first look of it, you're going to get the opportunity to get it before anybody else. So you can go get your pre-orders in today. So a great one. Let's move to the next one. And so
on our website, just go to our website and search "Ready to Sew," and it'll bring up all the ones we have available.
Okay. All right. So David, the next one, if you want to pull the overlay up, it's called Aquarium Pathways. Now this quilt is really big. This thing is 75 inches wide. It's 93 inches tall. So it's almost 8 feet tall. and over 6 feet wide. So this is a big quilt. It's called Aquarium Pathways. It's a slit and sew. So this is the one, it's got some curves in it. So this is the one that scares Lynn, but this one comes with the slits cut in the fabric. So it makes it easy to piece or easy to sew down and lay down. This one has some Maywood Studio Turtle Bay blocks. It has the Hoffman fabrics in it. So has a couple different things in this. This thing is beautiful. Look at that, guys.
Yeah, this is the one I sewed.
This you made this from the start, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lynn is the one that took this kit. She actually did everything, and this is when I told her I wanted her to sew this. She's like, "Ooh, I don't like curves."
But it was actually very easy, and I'm glad I did it.
Well, I am too, because look how good that is. That looks beautiful. Kyle, can we zoom in on the detail work on this one?
Yep, he's getting there. Fish.
All right, so this one, I don't think we quite have this one on the website yet, guys, for sale, but it'll be up there really soon. This one was hot off the press. You just got this like a couple of days ago, right, Lynn? And you just put it together like in one day?
Yesterday I finished it.
Yesterday, yeah, I knew this is our brand, the latest one off the press, guys. And we're rushing to try to get all these out and ready to sell, for everybody. And so yeah, this is the newest one that we got out. And so Lynn really worked hard to get this ready for the show, and I'm so happy you did, because that thing turned out beautiful. And I know you were a little intimidated, a little scared of the curves, but I'm telling you, it looks like a pro did it, since you are a pro.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I don't know, do we know the price on this one yet, David? Do we know the price, Lynn?
I don't know.
All right, so everybody, y'all just keep a lookout for this one. It will be on our website with the price, and I'm sure it's probably going to be right in line with all the rest of them. I think this one's probably going to be just a little over $100, probably not much at all. And but again, because of the size, it's fairly large. It has I think a little either 7 or 8 yards in the kit. And so Lynn, congratulations on that. That you did such a good job on that. That's a really pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so. If y'all got any questions, by the way, make sure you chime in and ask some questions, and we'll try to answer your questions about any of the things we have. And please make comments. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways that we're going to do, and we're going to give away whoever guessed what quilt I made. We're going to have a prize for you. Whoever's the first one that chimed in earlier, you'll get a prize. And but anyway, I'm going to show you our next one. So this one, if David, you want to pull that overlay up. This is called Log Cabin Pumpkins. And so this is a table runner, and I actually have this here in the studio with me. And this size, it's a 27 by 36. And it is Benartex is the fabric, which, is a really great fabric. And this, again, is just a strip piecing method. And I'll show y'all this one. I've got it right here. This is extremely bright. So let me, which way I need to go, Dave? That way, so we won't get the table runner. But everybody can kind of see this one. It's extremely bright, and again, it's completely finished. I don't know if y'all can see all the quilting. I'll try to get it. You can see it kind of in the yellow patches there. How good the quilting looks, but it's really done well. The back, the same way. It's just a solid white back. And looks really, really nice. So that's one of our new table runners. This thing, the kit is $49.99. It has about 2.5 yards, I think, of fabric in it. And so very, very high quality fabric that we use. Extremely inexpensive kit to have. And if you want a nice little table runner or a wall hanging, this will be perfect. And then let's go to another new one. All right, so this one, this is called Crocus. And as everybody knows, crocus is a flower. And this is a crocus table runner. It's a 25 by 65 inch. and it is a slit and sew method. So that means that it's got some curves, and then we're doing the slits for you to make it a little easier to lay down flat and all that. So let me hold this one up so y'all can see it. David's got the overlay. This one is $40.99, and this one is ready for pre-order right now. And I need to try to hold this. I don't know if I can put I probably can, the whole thing, how wide you can see it. Then when you do a zoom out shot of that, they can kind of see, how that looks. And but again, that's a really cool table runner, really bright colors, and that'll be something for y'all to do. And again, if it's a table runner, I prove that it can be done in 4 hours. And I have really no skill set for when it comes to the sewing and quilting. And I cheated a little bit because I used the robotic system on the Pro Stitcher and did mine. But that again, Lynn, I've seen her do free motion, and she probably does free motion quicker than I do the robotics, because it takes a little time to set it up, and then robotics only run a certain speed. And I mean, Lynn gets on there and just it's amazing to watch her do the long arm on it. But Lynn, I wanted to ask you, somebody doesn't have a long arm machine and they're interested in getting into quilting and with their domestic machine. They can do this very easily with it, correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just get a free motion foot or a darning foot for your machine, and practice on on a sandwich of fabric first to get the hang of it, and then go for it. There are no mistakes. It's just whatever comes to your head, and makes your hands move.
Well, and that's an interesting point that you made. They just need to try. If you've never quilted before, we encourage you to just try it. I mean, again, if you bought this is $49 a kit, and just get a piece of sample fabric and just practice on the sample, and then get all your pieces sewn together. And I mean, if you're a sewer, you can sew the pieces. That's not an issue. It's the quilting if you're intimidated or scared by it. And I really was too. I was afraid to do that because I was wanting to really try to make it look nice. And so that's why I used the Pro Stitcher, and I had one, in the store I could use. But if I had to do it, I would have probably got some fabric and practiced with it before I had done it. And again, I think that you just need to, $49 is not a big investment to try to make one of these. I think this is just awesome. And so that one's called Crocus. We have it ready for pre-order right now. And so while I have Lynn and Kyle on here, has anybody got any questions y'all want to ask them about the quilts, the kits? Kyle has been involved with this, with me from day one. We started this over a year ago, this process of trying to develop these. And then, the COVID kind of put us a little behind. And then we got Lynn to come in and start assisting us. And Lynn has really, been instrumental in helping us with the fabric selection and the designs, picking out designers, and just really have stepped up. And Lynn, we appreciate so much what you've done. And you've put just an unbelievable collection together so far. I love these things. These are really nice. And so all these guys, these are a huge launch. I think we have 10 new ones. Is that correct?
I think there was 8 today.
Yeah,
8 new ones.
we added 9 to the website, so there should be 13 altogether.
So 13 altogether, and there's more coming. So we're just going to continue to bring more of these kits in, and so it's going to be awesome. So anyway, if y'all got some questions, I'd like for y'all to chime in and ask questions if you got any for Lynn about some of the kits or some techniques. And then Kyle too. Kyle's been involved with me with this, and we got them on the website right now for y'all to go. And okay, so Kyle, may I ask, what is the length of the table runner? Which table runner are you talking about, Chloe?
The Rejoice one, I think.
Oh, don't have that.
We'll have to bring it up on the website afterwards. Yeah, it's listed on the webpage, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I think I've got the instructions. Does it tell me in here?
Perfect.
Now, the one I'm looking at is the Rejoice table runner, and that's the one I made. It's a 24-inch wide, 2 feet wide by 58 inches, so almost 5 feet. So almost a 2 by 5. And that's the one. If that's the one you're talking about, Chloe, it was the one that I made. That's the one. That's the size of it. It's 24 by 58. and that's the kit, and it comes in. So
separately.
There are some of the patterns that can be purchased separately. Some are done by Cozy, some were Quilter's Paradise patterns. We're getting into using a number of them from Bound to Be Quilting. So yes, some of them you're able to purchase separately. I know we have a number of them on the website already that are available to order.
I was going to say, we just finished adding a batch of patterns on our website for sale. So there's a lot more patterns on our website as well.
Right.
Okay, great. So let's look at any more questions that we've added. Now, I think I see one. Sarah says, what backing fabric comes with the Rejoice? I don't know what the option is, Kyle, on it. I know I just picked a backing, Sarah, out of the store that I thought kind of matched it and it looked good. But I don't know if the one that we have the drop down. David, do we have that where we can pull that up on the website?
I think it's one of the holly ones.
Yeah, let's look real quick and we'll see on the website what we have. Because I know what we're going to do is we're going to actually have quilters. So y'all will know we're going to have some professional quilters like Lynn and a few people actually match up some backing for some of the kits. And then we're going to have a drop down on our website that you can actually add the backing to the kit. And then we're going to give you enough backing that'll go with whatever you're making. So that's kind of how that's going to work. And it'll be, I mean, it's going to be very inexpensive add-on. Do you see the Rejoice?
I believe it's the top one on the, yep. That guy.
So if you look right there, you can click the drop down. So it's $20.99 to add the backing. Does it show the backing on here?
No, I think it's just a white or off-white backing. I don't think we have a picture of it.
So that's probably something we need to do, Kyle. We need to probably update our website and actually have a picture of the backing so everybody knows what kind of backing they're getting. So that'll help everybody at home, be able to see what you're going to get with the backing. But again, guys, until we get that done, I mean, it's very easily, do exactly what I did. I sewed the top together and I walked out into the store and went over to the fabric wall and just picked out some fabric to go with it. And I thought that would look cool and very easy. And then just got some fabric cut and got it done. So very easy to do. So guys, we're super excited about these. We hope that you are too. And Kyle and Lynn, again, I want to thank y'all for all your hard work. I know that it's been a long process for us behind the scenes, and we're super pumped now that we can actually share these with all of our customers and talk about it. And I hope everybody appreciates what I did. I really worked hard. Just kidding. I really didn't work that hard, but it was a lot of fun. And I know that I had Deb, filming for me. Deb was filming me and she kind of really razzed me about making the mistake when I sewed the piece upside down. She really got on me about that. So I had to, get a seam ripper and rip the seam out and start over. And she said, I told you should have numbered it. And I should have listened to her, but I didn't. And but anyway, it worked out pretty good. I was pretty excited about it. And again, guys, y'all see how easy these things are. I mean, they're just super easy to do. And anybody can do it. I mean, it's very simple. And I'm proof of that. I'm the one, I'm a beginner. I've never, quilted before. I've actually used the Pro Stitcher, when we've been at quilt shows, like we have our King Quilter. We have our own quilting machine called the King Quilter. And we have Pro Stitcher makes a robotic system for it. And so I'm always the one that does the demo. I do the demo of the Pro Stitcher because I learned how to do the robotic system, but it's a computer program to me. It's not a big deal. And so I've always ran that. So that was what my comfort level was. I knew I could do that. And I haven't really tackled trying to quilt yet, but I mean, I can see how it just do it. Like you said, Lynn, you can cover your mistakes pretty easy when you're quilting. Just any kind of design you want to do. So guys, if y'all been thinking about this, don't delay. Make sure you do it and try one of these out. And hey, I've heard so many people talking about having all these different things to do, and having parties and having their girlfriends over there and doing these. So hey, it would be a great time to, get even your quilt guild, get some of these and have some fun and pair people up and do team sewing and team quilting. So there's a ton of things that you can do, and we're pretty excited about launching these with y'all and having and just keep adding to it. So again, guys, y'all, everybody say thank you to Kyle and Lynn for coming on this morning. Appreciate y'all spending the time with us this morning and showing us the quilts. And Lynn, again, thank you for the all the effort of getting these things ready for the shows. I know that you've been doing a lot of quilting and sewing. All right, thanks, guys. We appreciate y'all stopping by today. All right, guys, y'all saw our launch of our quilts. I hope y'all were excited about it, and I was really pumped about it. And I guess it's time. I wanted to briefly. Do we have time, David, for me to talk about some of the other new starter kits? So, guys, we got some other things I want to launch real quick, and we'll just show you a real quick thing, and then we're going to give some prizes away. But we have some new starter kits that we put together, and one of them, we have a new employee. Her name's Erin, and she started with us. She's a graphic designer, and man, I'm telling you what, she did so well on these. Me and Kyle sat down with her and told her, like, hey, we want to have some new starter kits. And what the starter kits are, like if you're buying a sewing machine, we've always had these, but we really have rebranded them and changed them to where they're really, really nice now. If you're buying a sewing machine for a beginner, you want to get them something where they can just start sewing immediately. So we call it a starter kit, and they're getting all the components in there that they can start sewing, in like little, accessories and things that they're going to need. So we've got a sewing starter kit. We have an embroidery starter kit. We have a quilting starter kit. We have a long arm starting kit and a serger starting kit that you're going to get all things that you need to use if you're just getting started in it, and which is an unbelievable thing to have, and it's going to make it easy. And I don't know, was Kyle trying to talk to us? I couldn't understand what he just said, but anyway, the starter kits are awesome. David, can we pull those up real quick and show everybody? Now we've got 4 of them. We just launched 4 of them. These are going to be pre-order as well. We're going to have those. Can you click on and we can click on them individually and show them? Everybody can kind of see them. So if y'all can see that, Erin did this whole cover. It is just fantastic job on it, and it shows you the things in it. This is what the box will look like. It'll have that. If you click on the next picture, David, it'll actually show you what's all inside of it. So this is kind of all the things that are coming in it. You see a rotary cutter there. You see a pin magnet and a cutting mat, and just a lot of different things, and a tape measure and some pins. And so we're really excited about this. This is going to be a great addition. We've had kits for a while, but we've really upgraded them, and we've listened to our customers and actually put things in there that they really want. And that was a sewing one, or that was a quilting starter kit, right? The one you just showed was a quilter starter kit. So the next one, if you want to show the long arm starter kit, here's the long arm starter kit. And you saw the quilting one was $149. The long arm is $199. And again, you can see the box cover, what's all in it. You click on there. It's going to show you some components that's inside of it, and y'all can see all that stuff. We got some rulers in there. We got some thread, and it's just a centering tape measure and a lot of really cool things inside that. And then the next one, David, you want to show that? These are all on our website, ready to pre-order right now. And I think these are going to be ready for Black Friday. They're going to be shipping on Black Friday. So you're going to be the first if you want to get a gift for somebody, this would be a great gift. This one is just the sewing starter kit, and it's $99. And if you click on that and show everything in there, you're going to get some scissors. You're going to get some pins, a rotary cutter, and just things that you're going to use, tape measure. So this is what we're trying to do, is give you things that are going to be essential for people to get into the hobby. And then the last one that we have ready right now is the embroidery starter kit. And you click on that, and it's going to basically show you it's $149, and you can see all the components. If you want to click on the picture on that, David, it'll actually show you that too, all the different things that come in there. And so got some great scissors and a lot of different things in for that as well. So keep those in mind, everybody. And we're going to actually be adding 2 more to this very, very soon. And you'll get to see that. So, all right. So y'all ready to win something? Are y'all ready? Now, one of the things, I see a couple questions. Somebody said, what batting do you recommend? Hey, Lynn, are you still on by chance?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Hey, Lynn, what batting would you recommend?
In the store, we use Hobbs 80/20. But a lot of people like warm and natural.
Okay. All right. So I think that answered somebody's questions. And then we have another one that says, do the kits include dimensions for cutting additional fabric to make a second one? They don't.
The patterns will tell
Oh, the
you
pattern does,
what
right?
you need. Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
once they buy our kit with the pattern, they can use the pattern and make as many as they want. But
Right.
they're going to have to do all the cutting themselves, correct?
Right.
Also,
Okay.
also include extra fabric as well in case there's any mess ups. There's a few extras in there for you.
It's called oops fabric.
Each fabric.
Right, but they would have to provide their own fabric, everything, that they could use that pattern to make a second one if they wanted to do it. Okay, great. It says, Darlene Sims, it says, I'd like to see SMP make patterns designed by Wendy Shepard / Ivory Spring. Can we click that up? Available. She is an awesome designer, and while better known for her designs published in Quilt magazine, she is known for a nice line. I can't read that, but available through Brewer and Checker. Hey, great tip, Darlene. And hey, Lynn, make sure you make a note of that. Let's get, hey, Darlene, shoot me an email just to CEO at SewingMachinesPlus.com. If you got her contact information, we would love to get a hold of her and do that. We're looking for designers out there. So if you know a designer that has some great stuff and has a pattern, we would love to work with them and do a kit and, sell their pattern with our kit and get their name out there. So it'd be great. Is there any more questions, David, that you see? Wanted to see if there's any more since we got y'all back. I just happened to see there was a couple questions I couldn't answer. So, all right, I think that's all. That's good. So thank y'all staying around. I'm glad you're still there. All right, so let's give some stuff away, guys. David, are you ready to give some stuff away? So the first thing we're going to give away is I wanted to reward whoever picked my quilter first. Well, yeah, I wanted to who was the one that picked mine first. Okay, so David's saying we had so many people voted, it's not pulling it up randomly because it randomly pulls winners up if they like comments, but we're telling them to do a specific thing like pick a number. We wouldn't know. We'd have to keep randomized pulling things that we found when it was right. All right, so he'll go back and do that, and we'll actually announce that on our Facebook page. Y'all just come back and tune in, and we'll announce who got that right. But anyway, we'll give some stuff away. So today, what I want to do is I'm going to give away, for sure, we're giving away 3 swag bags. And y'all know that about our swag bags. And then we're also going to give away a sewing mat. And the sewing mat we're giving away today is going to be, is it a medium size? Okay, no, it's going to be it's a purple one. So we're going to do a purple. I don't know if I've got one here in the studio or not, but I don't think I do. But we're going to give a purple sewing mat away, and it's about this color purple of this bag. We're going to give the purple sewing mat away, and we're actually going to give the large size away in the purple that. So we're going to give one of those. We're going to give the machine away. But first of all, we're going to give some swag bags. So the swag bag, the first one we're giving away, we're going to put a bunch of goodies inside of it for you. But it's purple, and it says, when life gives you scraps, make a quilt. And then it has our logos and stuff on the other side of it. So let's give what's our first winner of that one, David? Leslie French. Congratulations, Leslie. And you're getting the purple swag bag. And just email me your shipping address. Do you want them to email them to you, David? All right, so what we're going to do is just email David directly. And it's just David, David, @ SewingMachinesPlus.com, and you can email it straight to David, and David's going to ship it out for you, and he'll get that out. So congratulations, Leslie. Right there you go. So that's going to be your swag bag. And let us know. Just chime in and say I won. All right. So the next one we get, it's called the Quilter's Rules. And it says, do your best, have patience, be creative, make mistakes, share ideas. So this is what I call almost like a North Carolina blue bag. Is really pretty color. And we're going to give one of those away. And David, do you have me a winner of the Quilter's Rule swag bag? Vicki Edwards. So congratulations, Vicki. Make sure you email David at SewingMachinesPlus.com, and he will get your, make sure you email him your shipping address, and he'll get that shipped out to you ASAP. All right. This is one of my favorite bags of all time. So our next bag we're giving away is one of the pink ones, and it says, "Who you calling a fat quarter?" I love that one. I laugh every time I show this one. Who you calling a fat quarter? So anyway, that's going to be one of them. We're going to have a bunch of goodies in, and David's going to pull us a winner for the pink Who You Calling a Fat Quarter bag. And Rebecca, and I can't see the last name, is Hostedler. I can't see your name, Becky, Rebecca, on the back end of it. So Rebecca, congratulations. Make sure you email David your shipping address, and we'll get that shipped out to you. And then our last swag bag, it's the orange colored one. And let's get us a winner for that, David. And this one is awesome too. It says, "We all come with baggage. Mine's full of fabric." So I thought that's pretty fitting as well, since we are talking about quilt kits today. And so that'll be, we'll get us a winner for that one. Pulled up. And it looks like Maggie Swanson. Maggie Swanson's our winner. So congratulations, Maggie. Make sure you email David your shipping address, and we'll get that shipped right out to you. All right. So our next giveaway is going to be one of those sewing mats. And I don't think, do we have a mat? Excuse me just a second. Let me reach over here. I think I've got a mat. Now, it's not the right color, and this is the extra large, but we're giving away one that's just a little bit smaller than this one. It is the large size, and it actually is a purple color. And so it is really a pretty one. Now, if anybody knows about our sewing mats, we're real proud of these things. We love them. If you own a sewing machine, serger, and embroidery machine, you need to own one of these. It's going to be a great investment for you. You know, it's kind of like tell people, it's like, you know, keeping your car in tip-top shape. Well, this will help keep your machine in tip-top shape, because it does three functions extremely well. And one of the functions is it dampens the vibration your machine's putting out, and it absorbs that, and it doesn't transfer it to all the electronics. So it makes the machine last longer. The other thing it does, it cuts down on the noise. So it dampens the sound from your machine when it's against a hard surface, and it dampens the noise. And then the third thing it does, it actually just protects the surface you have it on. So if you have it on, you can put it on your dining room table and just put one of the mats under it, and it's not going to do any scratches or anything. So we really love our mats, and we sell a ton of these things, and we recommend them to get them. Take care of it, just a damp cloth, and wipe it down. Keep it clean. So we're going to give one of the purple large sizes away. So David, give me a winner. Chloe Collins. Congratulations, Chloe. You get one of our purple large size sewing mats. So congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Price is not matched.
And are y'all ready for a grand prize winner today? Is everybody ready? We are going to give away our Encore 260A sewing machine. And this thing, guys, is a great, great machine. It's not just a real large machine. It's about a medium-sized machine. It's extremely lightweight. I think it weighs 12 pounds. And the great thing about this, it does great stitches. And we did a little head-to-head on one of our shows. We did a head-to-head sewing. And we had Deb Donovan and Candace Trevino, and they did a head-to-head sewing. And we did it with basically one of the top-end machines that we sell. And we had people pick which, we had an A and a B. We let people pick which stitches. We did the same color of thread same fabric, and let them see if they could guess. And you really could not guess. It was amazing the difference, between, or like no difference between them. And so that's how good a stitch quality is. We're super excited. This thing is made exclusive for us. Nobody else in the country has it but us. And so we're really proud of it. It's a great machine. And we've got, these things sell for $2.99. And what a great gift this will be for somebody. And we have coming probably at the end of this month, we're going to have a table that comes with it. So we're going to have a table that you can add to it that fits it. And so we're super excited about launching the table for it. So anyway, hope that y'all get to see. Oh, Joan says she remembers that video. Yeah, Joan, that was a great video. And again, we showed those samples to a lot of people and nobody got it. I mean, nobody could tell the difference. We had people choosing all over the place. So anyways, I always say this is a great little machine. If you wanted to, have something portable you can take to your RV, if you want to take on vacation, or if you just want to give somebody their first machine they've ever had, as a gift. What a great machine. And for $2.99, oh my gosh, it'd be fantastic. So let's get us a winner. I'm ready to give this thing away. Lori, is that Otterman? Otterman? Okay, Lori, I'm sorry. I always butcher everybody's last names a lot of times because some of these names I don't even know how to pronounce them. My wife and I, she watches Wheel of Fortune, and she is like the best I've ever seen at this game. She'll have a couple letters and she does it, but she can pronounce any name she ever sees. And I'm always amazed by that. And I guess she's why she's so good at that game. And I'm terrible at it, and I can't pronounce names. So there you go. So anyway, Lori, congratulations. You just won yourself a Encore 260A, and what a great little machine to have. Email David your shipping address, and David will get this thing shipped out to you. If you can do it today, he'll get it out to you today. We'll get these things all out. Great gifts today, guys. Hey, what did y'all think of the show today? I loved the show. I thought it was really good. I thought we had some great things with the new kits. And I loved Lynn and Kyle coming by today and, spending some time with us and all that. And so, guys, got a couple announcements before I let everybody go. I know we're probably over our hour today. We've been going pretty good. So we usually try to keep these shows at an hour, but sometimes they run about an hour and a half, and depending on how much content we have. But one of the things I want to tell everybody, so mark these on your calendar so you'll know we've got a lot of events coming up. And we've got coming up, it's going to be a handy quilter event coming up very soon. This Saturday, I think we have an OESD event coming up. If y'all want to sign up, it's all virtual. The OESD event's free. The handy quilter, the Sew Steady event's free coming up. We also are going to have, if y'all like scan and cuts, we're going to have a virtual event with Julie Thief-Van-Balzer in December, I think it's December 4th and 5th, that she's going to do a virtual event. You have to have one of the newer type scan and cuts to be able to attend. We are having a great special on those right now. If you want to scan and cut and go to her class, if you buy either one of the new 230DXs or the 230Ds, we're actually throwing in the class for free. So you can take her class. And we have a beginning class and an advanced class. So you can just choose which one you want if you buy the machine, and you can pay for the other one. So if you want to take the free gift as the beginning, and then use the advance and pay for that, you can do both of them in 2 days in a row. So we have that coming up. The other thing I want everybody to mark their calendars down for is on November the 30th. That is what we call Cyber Monday. Guys, we're going to have some incredible specials on Friday before Thanksgiving, or Friday after Thanksgiving. It's called Black Friday. We got all day long. We're going to have specials on our website. You can go to our website and check out all the great things we're going to have. But on that following Monday, which is November the 30th, called Cyber Monday, we are going to have a bunch of online specials, and we are going to be streaming live to you 8 hours that day, all day long. We've got a show. We're going to be coming to you, and we're going to have all kinds of product specials. We're going to have some vendor reps that are going to come on with me, and we're going to talk about products. We're going to have a lot of specials we're going to show you, so you don't want to miss that show. It's going to be so much fun. And we're working right now. I've got a special guest that's going to host with me. that we're trying to get worked on, and y'all get to come in and see her. And hopefully, I think that's going to, I guess it has happened. I might as well just tell you who it is. Denise Wild. Denise Wild is she's got some do-it-yourself shows that she does up in Canada. She is on TV every single day. She has a bunch of shows that she does called, I think it's called City Line, one of them that she's on. You're going to love Denise Wild. We haven't had her on our show yet, and we've been wanting to have her. We've worked with her in the past for a lot of things. She is an incredible sewer and crafter, and so she's going to be co-hosting with me. We're going to be on here all day long, and we're going to be showing you a ton of products, and we have a lot of vendors on here. So we want y'all to make sure you tune in for that. Mark it on your calendars. We're going to be putting some emails out and all that. And hey guys, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. And we look forward to seeing y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all have a great day out there. Talk to you later.